We are the dark times.
You are the dark time. I am a ray of sunshine in this world. No comment. No. Keep your mouth shut there, just keep it shut, River. So why don't you guys now maybe just give everybody a quick refresher about who you are and who you are playing tonight, and then we will dive in. Don't forget to popcorn. Ava, why don't you kick things off, please?
Well, yes, I will. Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your madamava here, and tonight I'm playing Charlotte, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da, your favorite podcaster. And if I do get turned into a vampire tonight, I'm really gunning for Ventrue or maybe Ministry. She does have that gaslight gatekeep girl boss energy that the Ministry has, but she has the business suave of a Ventrue, and I'm really gunning for that if vampire shenanigans happen. And,
I will neither confirm nor deny vampire shenanigans.
Ooh, or maybe a werewolf. But anyway, flying it over to River.
One of those were-penguins from the biodome.
No!
Yes, please.
No!
My name is River
Were-pony.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
My name is River Cohen Glassberg. I will be playing Jesse, also known as Rat. La-di-da-di-da, your favorite trash dumpster gremlin. I am deeply hopeful that if Rat does become turned in some vampire shenanigans, that this is too organized to not be some Camarilla bullshit. This feels a little... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a Bruja's there as much as I want Rat to be a Bruja. They are going to turn into the most disgusting Nosferatu you have ever seen in your fucking life. If not, turning into a were-deer, as they have in the biodome. And with that, let's throw it on over to Bleak.
Excellent. Yes, I am Bleak, and I am playing Bern Hoffman, who, after many years in exile, is finally in his element, and finally all his predictions have come true, and he's finally proven right. And he's got a plan. He's going to take these two little chickadees under his wing and help them escape this dastardly plot by these dastardly vampires, and I'm betting that if I end up getting embraced, it's probably going to be 70.
You mean 3, right? Because as far as Bern knows... there are 3.
Yeah, it's true. As far as... No, he's just not going to bring Olivia. He doesn't know. Yeah, 3. Exactly. I'm going to save all 3 of them. I got a plan.
Right, I'm shushing my 5-year-old son, not you, who's supposed to be getting ready for bedtimes.
I'm ready for bedtimes. I don't know about you, but...
So, thank you so much for buying me a little bit of time here, lady and gentlemen. As we dive right in, let us perhaps give a little bit of a recap for what has transpired thus far in our little hunter adventure. Our intrepid group of individuals hailing from a AEGIS subsidiary were given a mission. It seemed perhaps like a straightforward mission. At least that's what everyone had hoped and perhaps believed. A little bit of corporate espionage amongst friends. No one could possibly get hurt doing that, could they? Everything was sure to be fine. For some of you, it was your first ever assignment, and, well, things did not go entirely to plan. The first objective, perhaps, was completed, and yet none of the rest. Some discoveries were made about strange supernatural phenomena and connections, and a meeting between some interesting individuals that displayed some rather unique special abilities, and the very gruesome, chaotic death of their man in charge of the mission, Oliver. A group of individuals post-haste fleeing from their little corporate excursion gone awry, ventured their way to a safe house, one that they had initially believed to be empty, as a place where they could lay low and call for help. but upon their arrival found that it wasn't quite as empty as they had imagined, and the safe house was in fact a home for another forgotten member of AEGIS. Misplaced, yes. That's a more corporate word. You still have the no, someone took your stapler, right? Anyway,
I'll burn this place down. I've done it before.
That is where our friends met up with Burn and learned that the world is a little bit more complicated than perhaps they originally thought. And as they were maybe trying to get their bearings a little bit, they did a little bit of investigation, hoping to try to learn whatever they possibly could that could potentially salvage the mission, because returning to headquarters in the current state of the mission would be a very bad thing. And so that investigation led them to a hospital, not too far distant, or at least what was once a hospital. The Royal Vic was decommissioned some time ago. There's some efforts being made by certain organizations and entities to perhaps try to restore it to its former glory, but that all seems a little bit suspect. And as they ventured to the Royal Victorian Hospital and found its creepy stature riding into the sky, they began to see some more of their strange occurrences, things that couldn't quite so easily be explained. They delved into the hospital, and in doing so, found a great deal of network infrastructure present. In that investigation, they decided that it may be best to split up a little bit. Olivia found the security office. Or I guess you all found it, but Olivia decided to stay there and act as eyes in the sky, providing surveillance and communication to the team, and hopefully a little bit of cover as the rest of you ventured deeper into the hospital in search of the morgue, which is where you believe, based on the things that you had uncovered thus far, be where the server room is located. This ostensible server room, something called SHREKNet? Something Byrne made mention to, seemed a little bit strange, but that has to be where all of this infrastructure leads and where you can hopefully get any information that might help you in your endeavors. Unbeknownst to the rest of the team, however, Olivia was sidelined a little bit and is currently not answering comms because they saw their deceased brother on life support being wheeled down a hallway, went to give chase, where they encountered two individuals, one known, one unknown, but both expressing a bit of that supernatural flair. So, as the rest of you, heading deeper into a hallway, are in search of this morgue, this server room, I would like to pick things up with you having perhaps a discussion about the the information that you had received perhaps only a minute or so earlier, that a very large box truck was making its way onto the grounds of the Royal Vic.
Maybe somebody's moving in. Maybe it's just flower delivery.
Whatever it is, we need to finish this and get out.
We need to go and go fucking fast. I mean, Rap's been on a beeline, as I assume we all are. How far away from the morgue are we?
Well, remember it was in the whole other wing. And so you had crossed
Sure.
into the center point of the hospital, and we're making your way to that other wing. So-
Remind me, did we get any sort of updates from Olivia if something was going on, or we're just...
Olivia was the one that gave you the information about the box truck, but did not mention anything after that.
Okay. I'm going to say in my whatever I'm
Yeah,
using,
you
I'm
have
gonna say,
the earpiece with the handheld.
all right, so I'm just
radio.
going to say, all right, well, keep an eye on that truck and let us know if anything truly vile comes out of there. Maybe it's just, they're delivering pizza pockets. Who knows?
What do you think happens at abandoned hospitals, Bert?
I'm just trying to keep things light. Enough stress going as it is. Keep running. For a youngster, you're kind of slow here. Come on, keep it up.
Okay, I'm sorry that I don't know how to run a fucking 6-minute mile or whatever. Pardon me.
It's all that vaping. It's all that vaping you do. It's not good. Brings oils into your lungs.
Vape? Jesus, I smoke like a normal person.
Oh, no, that's fine. You're good. I could use one right now, actually. Jeez, all this running.
Come on, you're lagging behind.
I think they're
like at a proper jogger's pace. Jesse are both.
please
She was in the dance team in school, so she
please
has
tell me
a
Charlotte is
decent
power
amount of
walking.
I think right now power walking, but she will go into a sprint if weird shit starts to pop off.
Exactly. She has to save the energy for the sprint, right? So it's a power
Hustle your
walk.
bustles, everyone. Hustle your bustles.
Oh my god.
I think it would occur to Burn after that minute or so of banter that you did not get any kind of sarcastic response from Olivia, as you would expect.
Yeah, I think he doesn't say anything just yet. Like, he figures that she might be in the middle of something. He's gonna give her a few minutes. Like, he's not at this point too worried. Well, he's fucking worried, but not,
Not about that.
The classically hyper paranoid Burn. Cool as a cucumber.
When it counts. I hope you guys are good. Like, you realize we're sitting on the mother load here, right? Like, we're gonna bust this whole thing wide open. But you gotta be good, because otherwise it's all for nothing.
We just gotta get in, take what we need, burn it down, get out.
I'm compartmentalizing it so I can have my freak out during vacation. Not think about it now.
Honestly, yeah, I'll have a panic attack later.
That's the spirit.
Jesse starts smoking 2 cigarettes at the same time while running.
Yeah, so just beeline for that place. At some point I'd be like, we heading in the right direction still, Olivia? Can you we're on it says C wing. I think we're between, I don't know where what does that say? I don't have my glasses on me. Does that say X-rays? We're near the X-ray thing. Are we getting anywhere close to the morgue?
You guys all realize that Burn was actually looking at a sign pointing back the direction that you came from, because the X-rays were in the other wing entirely. But
turned around. That's normal.
But certainly, Charlotte, very likely at the front, has a good sense that following the signs, you just have to go perhaps down one more hallway, and you will be at whatever stairs that lead down to the morgue.
Where'd you learn navigation? Instagram school?
No, I went to dance boot camp, and they have they usually do them in very weird forest areas, so you kind of have to know everything. And then also vacation Bible school. Sometimes they're really intense. And then she continues walking.
Not gonna unpack that one. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
At this point, Burn's starting to sweat Olivia not answering a little bit, but he's not going to say anything not to alarm the others.
I think
that's probably good, because you don't want to alarm them for something else, because as you round that corner, it's important to note that the doors, that, you know how almost all hospitals, every hallway is like abutted with a very large pair of large double doors. The doors that lead down that particular hallway are wide open, and there's elevators just beyond those doors, and these are like service elevators, so they're massive, and the service elevator doors are fully open as you round that corner, and crawling up out from that service elevator, you see a person just like hands on the floor, crawling up from below, drag themselves up. And the only reason that you know that this is a person is because they are vaguely human shaped. They have heavy cowl over them, like garbage man style like suit on that is like ragged and torn, and the reflective panels of it are very old and like broken all over the place. The cloak that they wear genuinely looks like it's been like repaired with duct tape and then torn again. You can't see a face. The hands themselves, the fingers are slightly longer than they should be, and that it seems like they end in claws, as they just like drag themselves up onto the floor, and they turn and they look at you.
Gun. Takes the gun out. I'm gonna shoot that this way. No, absolutely fucking not. No.
That's not gonna do much. Just step aside, Butch.
I don't think she cares. I'm gonna. She reacted first. I'm gonna go ahead and let her take a shot.
Okay.
So yeah, you can make a dexterity and firearms check.
Period. Any distress included with this?
This does. Oh, that's actually a very good point. This does up the threat level of the game from 2 to 3. So you will get 3 potential dice that you can add, 3 despair dice, and you just have to keep track if any of them roll once. And just as a quick reminder, you guys do have a number of hunter's marks at the moment. Charlotte, you're currently sitting at 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, and none of the stress dice had 1s on them.
Great. And remind me what firearm you're wielding?
It's Oliver's gun.
Oh, Oliver's gun. Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll those dice here. Okay. You are going to do 5 points of damage, straight up to this figure. Yeah, you just like, and for what it's worth, this is like a semi-automatic assault weapon, and so it like fires off 3 quick shots, like a 3-round burst, and so you like swing it wildly as the bullets. Only one of the bullets actually strikes the target, right? Because you like end up swinging wildly, and 2 of the other bullets ricochet down the hallway. But the one that cuts into this figure, as they have like crawled up and they start to turn their head towards you, just like explodes into the side of their head. And when I say explode, I mean like explode. A spray of brain matter and blood and ichor just ripples across the floor as their head snaps away from them, and their body falls backwards down into the corridor, or the shaft of the elevator.
We're running now. We're running. Not even power walking anymore. We're running.
fuck?
No.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's this is just River talking and still being grossed out by that description. Sprinting, full tilt sprint.
Lift your knees, Rat. Lift your knees, Rat.
Oh my god. This is gym class all over again. Please God, no. Just full
Good
tilt.
shot there, sport.
So as they're sprinting down the hallway, I'll give it to Burn. The maybe would look into the shaft if you wanted to. Like, I feel like Burn has the most wherewithal to perhaps check if the target actually did go down. But of course, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I think he probably would.
Probably would not, or would
He probably would. Yeah, he'd like.
Okay, yeah. As he glances over, it is worth mentioning that the elevator shaft goes down like 3 levels below into the ground, and it's extremely dark in there. The rest of the hallway is fairly well lit. There are windows and sunlight and everything coming in, and it is completely dark, and you don't see any movement or anything like that from down below. But I will say that at the bottom, you do see this like small red light that kind of illuminates part of the bottom, and there is a vague outline of a human individual laying down there, unmoving.
Did you see we needed to go down one more floor?
It's actually 2, but yes.
Where's the elevator? I look up.
You actually, yeah, probably just like 2 floors up above, you see a slightly kiltered elevator car, just like wedged above you.
So I get the feeling calling it's not gonna bring it.
No. The place also only has partial power, because you've only seen certain places actually illuminated with, or lights illuminated, and the security rooms seem to have power, but like most of this hospital does not have power.
Well, he's down there. He's moving, but I think we bought ourselves some time.
He's unmoving.
Unmoving.
Let me be clear. In case I messed that up. He's not moving, which should strike Burn as odd if this was a actual vampire.
Well, I'm thinking the fact that there's sunlight and he was climbing up here probably means that he was a ghoul.
Oh no, you didn't call them ghouls. What did you call them?
Thralls.
Thralls.
It's probably a thrall. It's probably one of them souped up thralls. Good shot. All right.
That's fine. Keep running.
Where'd you guys go? Jesus fucking
This way! This way! What the fuck are you doing?
Checking our 6.
Valid, but
yes, so you guys haul butt down the corridor. I'm assuming that you do not care about any notions of stealth or anything.
No, at this
like
point
that.
I think I'm starting to sweat Olivia not being there a bit more now.
I think Jesse's started to pick up. Olivia hasn't reached out to us.
I feel like Charlotte already clocked that Olivia hasn't been answering, but she has not been thinking about it. It's like, I am one track mind right now. I'm not panicking about this. He will not break me right now.
He did just murder someone.
Yeah. Oh my god, first kill, yay!
Oh my god.
That's not the reaction that I would have expected.
Charlotte was a Tumblr girly.
When we get out of here, you need to go to therapy, babe.
I'm already in therapy. Don't worry about it.
More, please.
Don't worry. I'm up and out.
Jesus.
So you guys are actually, as you kind of like, because of the way the hallways are laid out, there's basically one more corner that you have to go around. And so as you're like hauling butt, one of the benefits of Burn actually lagging behind, Charlotte and Jesse, I need for both of you to please make dexterity athletics checks.
Also, I'm lagging behind because I'm carrying a big bag full of gear.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We can add our stress dice, right?
Yes,
Or
you
we
can
have to
add.
add our stress dice?
Yes, you can add your despair dice at the moment. It's 3 because of the danger level being 3.
How many of the thingies do I have? I have 4. I'm going to use one of those.
You're going to use a hunter's mark?
I'm going to use a hunter's mark and bump
Right.
this up a little bit. Okay.
Oh, Canadian Ancient Gamer coming
Oh
in
my God.
hot with a bunch of subs.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, dude.
Fuck yeah. At the same time, 3 successes.
Any of your
Have a lot
despair
of-
dice come up 1?
No ones.
Right.
Though I'm tempted to burn a willpower and reroll some of my normal
3's enough.
dice, but I'm
Oh,
not gonna.
yeah, 3's enough.
I got 4 and no ones on the stress.
Awesome. So the two of you slip and slide a little bit as you are like nearing the end of this corridor just before it starts to turn. As you basically hit a patch of like viscous muck upon the ground. You manage to keep your feet, but it is important to note that as you slip and slide a bit, still keeping your feet, River, Jesse, I think, would have the most cognitive awareness of this, as the like their boot print or tennis shoe print, whatever, the
Probably a
smear,
combat boot. Yeah.
the smear left by their boot print, like digs a gouged trail in the muck, and it is red underneath.
I was just about to ask if it was red.
Underneath. On the top, it's not.
It's oxidized. That makes
Exactly.
more sense. Okay.
And
Gross.
so, the two of you are like getting your feet, and you make this realization as Burn is huffing and puffing, getting up to you, and avoids the slipping and sliding aspect of things.
Man, I'm glad I kept up with PT.
Burns just got a residual knee issue that just it's got a
Don't
Yeah,
we
it's
all?
a trick knee. During the Cold War, I was shot at in Berlin by some undercover Turkish agents, and there was a ricochet, and I got some shrapnel that is still lodged in the side of my. But anyways, you don't need to know all that. It's fine. Like, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Bullshit and a half. Still running.
Any realization from anyone regarding the whole oxidized blood in a very, very large array of gunk on the ground?
I mean, it's been there for a while. It's... How much are we talking? Pints? Gallons?
Multiple bodies worth.
Could you repeat that one more time for me?
Multiple bodies worth.
Ooh.
There's also some debris and detritus in the area as well.
Are we near a bunch of rooms?
Oh yeah, you're passing by all kinds of rooms.
But we're way far away from the security office.
Oh yeah. You're almost as far away from the security office as you can get without going down or up.
Jesse's not going to think about the feast that was had right here and or the feast that was freshly slaughtered right here and just keep moving. They can't. If they get stuck on that, they're going to stay here for a while and want to figure it out, and they just can't right now.
I'm going to take a quick look at the detritus and kind of see if there's anything that sticks out that I might recognize, like, I don't know, some kind of uniform or anything that might give me a clue as to who these people might have been.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for me a... I guess that would be wits and awareness? Or would that be an intelligence awareness? Either or. Dealer's choice.
Do I have stress?
Everyone has stress right now because the danger rating is up to 3.
So I add the stress dice to this?
You add your despair dice, yes.
Hold on, give me a sec. I was not ready for this at all. So none of my despair dice returned anything worth mentioning.
Okay.
1, 2. What's my target?
You need 3 successes, and you want to roll 6s or better.
So I got 3 successes. One of them's a 10. I don't remember.
It's
Single
2.
10?
You need pairs of 10s.
Okay, so it's pairs also for this one, right? So I had 3 successes on the dot.
Perfect. That's exactly what you needed. You will, in fact, find not a uniform, but a wallet. And the moment that you open that wallet, you see a tarnished badge of a Montreal police officer with dried blood smeared across it.
All right, I don't know what to make of that.
What is it?
What's happening?
I'm guessing these were police officers. I don't know if they got dragged here or if they came in here or...
I mean, judging by the severe amount of blood, I mean, would they have been eaten? This feels wasteful if so. They were probably killed. It looks... I can't tell if it's days or weeks old, but it's old.
But there's no bodies.
There's
If they
no
were just
body.
killed, where are the
The blood
bodies?
is oxidized over despite the severe amount of it. This looks like at least a couple of people. I'm mad that I'm not going to be able to forget this.
So when we fight the fight, these things are monsters. We're just cattle to them. I mean, I know they're sexy and all, and they glitter in the sun, but... Well, not the real ones, but... They're monsters. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we're going to get down there, and we're going to find that server, and we're going to take it down, and we're going to take the information that's on there, and we're going to give it to AEGIS, and then when we're done, we're going to go to Schwartz, and I'm buying everyone a smoked meat sandwich.
I don't ever want to think about meat again. I might go vegetarian. This is... Do we have... Hey, Burn, what's in your bag? What flammable is in your bag?
I only have my Hafla.
Fuck is
My gun I showed you the other day. My mini flamethrower thing. Why? What are you thinking?
Gas do you have?
Right now, just enough for one shot. I mean, I do have some lighter fluid for my Zippo, if that helps you. What are you thinking? We don't have time to set anything on fire. We'll set things on fire on the way out. If we set things on fire on the way in, then we're fucked trying to get out.
I know. I'm not saying we light it up now. I'm saying whatever that fucking thing was crawling up from the elevator, if, you know, they're coming in here in a massive van right now, just, you know,
Yeah.
we're prepared.
I'm gonna promise you one thing. Before this is over, 2 words. Burn, baby, burn.
Those are 3 words. I'm gonna start running again.
While they're talking, Miko, I have a question, a query for you, possibly. What is the signal situation for like phones and whatnot? I'm assuming bad, but I'm hoping for decent. You're muted.
Sorry about that. You've got 2 bars.
I think Charlotte started this when we were in the security room, but during moments of pause, she will make sure to just always go back and check. All of the photos and videos, especially catching the clips of like Burn talk about SHREKNet and any other like evidence of everything here, she's uploading it to the work file, obviously. But she's gonna be trying to be a little sneaky and upload it to her side thing. Just in case things happen.
Sure.
And maybe her co-host can use it for something. Insurance.
Yeah, so you just double checking. It's the files are syncing as far as you can tell. Nothing seems amiss with that. And as you glance down, you realize that you got a text message about 5 minutes ago.
From who, and what does it say?
From your dad. It says, checking in. Hope everything's okay.
Great timing.
Shit. She'll just type back. I'm considering coming to visit. I miss you and Mom. Love you. But I'll talk later.
You just get back the prayer emoji.
Vern's like, are you texting right now while you're running?
You two were talking, and I can multitask.
We weren't talking. We were solving crimes.
We were talking.
Well, I'm doing contingencies for myself. So again, multitasking and just running and typing.
So you make your way to the end of the hallway. There's another elevator shaft here. Much like the previous one, it is large, industrial, and the door is mostly closed, but is just barely open. You can glance in and see that the elevator car is all the way to the bottom below you, and of note, there is no cables going up. So that elevator car probably isn't going anywhere. But conveniently, there is a set of stairs, and pointed with an arrow pointed downward, see morgue on a sign right next to the stairs.
Oh, that was easy.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Let's go. I go down
Down the stairs.
As you start to make your way down the stairs, Rat, you would notice in the corner there's a trio of large, but not New York subway large, rats in the corner of the hallway. One of them is staring at you. Like
maybe a family member.
Staring.
Roll that animal can and tell that rat don't snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
Hey, Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you to do something inhumane for a second and kill that fucking rat.
Wait, what? What? She turns around with the gun, like what?
It's looking at us. I mean, the monsters, those vampires.
The sewer rats, yeah. They use rats and dogs and cats and bats and seagulls as their
Kill that
spies.
fucking rat right goddamn now.
Yeah, she's taking a shot.
You take a shot. You don't need to roll for that because some things are about to happen. As you let loose three rounds, they ricochet off of the floor. The rat jumps out of the way with preternatural speed. And as those shots ring out, Burn, you feel someone breathes on your neck.
No.
I hate that.
And I duck down.
You duck down, drop and roll sort of deal to look over your shoulder. You see another figure much like the previous one. This one, you actually do see part of their face. And when I say part of their face, it's because the rest of their face has been eaten away by some kind of disease or plague or something. Still wearing similar attire to the one that was crawling up out of the elevator shaft. And as you are ducking away, they are going to swing at you.
Damn it.
Nasty sumbitch.
You can, of course, attempt to defend yourself with this. You would be rolling strength and in either brawl or melee. Up to you.
None of that is good. All right. Stress dice don't fail me now.
And don't forget, you have some marks.
Oh yeah, let me go ahead and use a night move.
Mark, Hunter's Mark.
Thanks, Varl. Hunter's Mark. Thanks, Varl.
Thank you, Arl. I got 4 successes.
I got 4 successes.
Ooh.
I goes to the player.
I'm not fighting back. I'm just like, Jesus, kind of trying to backpedal and
you back
sort of
out of
move
the way.
and I'm pawing for my gun.
Claws reach out, graze across to your chest, and leave rips in your shirt and or jacket.
Oh shit! My favorite shirt, my only shirt. Jesus. As I'm backing away, I'm gonna reach into my thing for my gun.
Yeah, you pull out the gun, and I'll let you take the first shot here.
He pulls out his Webley. No, he pulls. he's got like a Colt M1911 or something. God damn it!
So that's dexterity and firearms.
Yep. Plus my stress dice.
Yep.
Where are we at as far as
you got 3.
Oh, just 3. Yeah. I'm not gonna use another one right now. God damn it, just 110 again. A whole bunch of successes though. Jesus, every dice was that's okay. Targeted 6?
6s are better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
All my dice return successes. Yeah.
And I'm
6s,
assuming you
7s,
did not get any ones on your despair dice?
Nope, I got a 10 on my despair dice.
Nice. So yeah, I only got 2 for their defense. So your Colt 1911, you're going to do 7 points of damage to this individual, which is 1 more than their health. So would you like to describe for us how you end this what did you call them? You don't call it thrall?
Thrall. I think so. Here's the thing about Byrne is that for all his buffoonery and whatnot, he's been at this a long time and he's been in some hot spots. And the story you said about taking shrapnel to the knee is true. Like he's been there, done that. So and I think that it's been a while, but what happens is the old reflexes, the old muscle memory sort of kicks in. So as he's backpedaling away and he's just kind of trying to think how to get out of this. It's just pure reflex that reaches into his jacket, pulls out the M1911, and with a very, very steady hand, fires and it gets the guy right in the destroyed side of the face and just kind of carves into it, and the head snaps back, and you get a shot of camera from behind the thrall as it falls, and then Byrne is on his back, on the ground with his gun up, going, "Oh shit, man!" Whew.
The 2 of you turn around and saw this.
She's gonna help him up.
What the fuck, Byrne?
Man, the old reflexes. Jeez.
I'm sorry for calling bullshit about the shrapnel thing.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's cool. No stress. Don't worry about it.
If we
It's all right.
survive this, I'm taking you shopping. You deserve it as a treat.
Like get like a spare set of clothes and everything.
Yes, because yes, that, but maybe a gun or 2 as a treat.
Oh, you know what I'd really like? I was stupid and I put my Foreigner t-shirt in the dryer and it doesn't fit anymore. So getting a new Foreigner t-shirt would really, I love that thing. It was the last time I went to a concert.
Oh, that's going to be such a dig. That's going to take so long. We can find it. Just don't be disappointed if it takes like 6 shopping trips and 7 different thrift stores.
This is going to be Ava not listening to this type of music, but when you said Foreigner shirt, it's like, oh, we can totally get you like a tourist shirt from somewhere. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, don't worry. If we survive this, I'll be happy to wait. It's fine. All right. Where there's one of these things, there's usually more. So I'm going to go through this thing's pockets to see if there's anything useful.
You would find, in fact, a set of keys. Obviously, you don't know what any of the keys go to, and there's like 14 or 15 keys on the chain, but you find a set of keys.
Yes.
More importantly than that, though, as you are like going through the pockets of this creature, it convulses and violently spits out in the portion of its mouth that still exists ooze and blood and this pungent gas that just
they don't do that normally.
It covers you, Burn. And I'm curious what it tastes like as you get a little bit in your mouth.
Yes.
We lost Ava.
Was this one of Ava's lines and veils?
Oh, I hope not. Okay.
I was just gonna swear up a storm, and it's specific words I don't want to say on stream, so just no.
Have you ever had queso that's been sitting on the counter for a week in the sun?
No.
That's what it tastes like. He grabs his jacket and just licks the inside.
I am curious what conspiracy theory paranoia immediately seeps into Burn's brain.
Well, they've clearly found a way to turn their blood into an aerosol weapon, so that as they die, they exhale it, and now I'm probably a thrall.
Has Charlotte her gun at Burn?
I don't say that out loud. I don't want to know I've turned.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't want him to know I've turned.
Right. Yes.
I'll tell them after. I don't plan on betraying them to my new masters
yet. So you find the keys. You don't find anything else useful. It is worth noting that this one was wearing shoes. The other one wasn't.
Do we all see... and I apologize for backtracking slightly. Do we see the forbidden goo enter Burn's mouth?
I mean, you saw it splatter across his body, but I don't think you particularly noticed. I mean, he probably is reacting so violently to it that I don't think you notice per se that he gets it. Some got on his face, but I don't think you would notice that he might have ingested or at least tasted a little bit of it.
Sure. I think before we move on, Jesse wants to look at this a little closer.
Look at...
Can I? What?
Look at what?
The goo, specifically the corpse of
the
this
spit
thing.
up?
Yeah.
It's basically just gross
bile
and viscera and blood. It's basically the death throes of the body.
I'm cutting pieces off of Rat's shirt to make masks for everyone.
What are you No. Just letting it happen, not really physically fighting it.
No! Bird, why?
Also, Ava, I don't know if you realize this, but you just did the Holy Cross with your phone.
Oh!
Tracks.
Yeah. Fun fact, I was not raised Catholic.
I hand everyone a kerchief thing to put around their...
Rat is now wearing a very cunty crop top.
Hey, I love this for you.
I don't like that my belly button's out. And Rat had been slap fighting Burns' hands of just, stop it. Just very ineffective.
I love that you guys are taking this very grotesque arrangement of scenes that I am inflicting upon you.
We have no choice.
Using humor to deflect the horror.
Yeah.
Hey, Miko, do you want me to turn my camera off? Do you remember what my headshot is?
I mean, yeah, I know.
This is what I do. This is what happens.
Sure. We knew what we were getting when we invited you, so.
Why does your shirt smell like Doritos?
Shut up. I had some in the car. It's fine.
You still look pretty, Rat, but please, let's go. I don't want to. No.
Couple beers short of a six-pack, but you're getting there.
I'm working on it.
Hey, everybody is a summer body. No, we're not doing that here today.
Wear crop tops for a reason and walking on.
You walk on. You round the corner of the stairs. I'm assuming you're a little bit cautious of more of these things coming their way up the stairs. Having forgotten all about the rats, off camera, the trio of rats goes running down the hallway a little bit and disappears into the elevator shaft.
Shit.
I tried, but then apparently the narrative said I didn't hit it.
Did real good.
The
Thank
three
you.
of you start making your way down. You get down the one level. And as you get down this one level, the hallway before you is just pure black. There is no light here, except for a single lone exit sign.
Same.
Single lone exit sign, faintly illuminated with just the tiniest bit of red. Because those don't actually use power. There's a chemical that keeps them somewhat illuminated. And you pull out your phones, I'm assuming, to illuminate the space.
My phone doesn't light up.
Of course it doesn't.
Burns got a flip phone.
And you look down the hall as far as your lights can carry, which isn't overly far. You see more detritus and rubble, and in the distance, at the edges of your light, you see movement. A figure run across the hallway from one room across the hall into the next.
Oh shit, did you see that?
I didn't want to acknowledge it.
God, I fucking hate this horror movie that we fucking ended up in.
Yeah, it's not too swell. We're almost at the end of it. Keep it together. We got this.
I'm too pretty to panic.
If we don't... Hey, Miko.
Yeah.
Do we have any internet connection as we are becoming subterranean, or have we lost service, lost availability to the outside world?
You have one bar of, like, what is it when it's, I think it's, it shows EX, I think, in Canada when it's less than 5G. And so you have, like, one bar of EX signal.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna keep walking.
There's a sign right there. You have to go down one more level. Question is, do you do anything with this hallway and the figure that darted through the shadows?
You don't happen to have any, like, caltrips or anything to just, like, scatter or something like that?
Who am I,
whatever
fucking
they're called.
Shokasugi?
You have fucking everything in that bag. Why are caltrops ridiculous?
Because you fucking put a bunch of caltrops in your bag, you reach in there to get something, and you fucking just constantly pricking your fingers on them, man. No one needs that.
But that's why you have them in your own bag, and then you just yeet the bag open.
No, that's why I have this. And he pulls out a big Ziploc bag of Legos.
Close enough.
That's
Hands them.
I'll
to you.
buy you new Legos.
But they're the really old Legos. They're the color on them is not as vibrant as modern Legos are, and they're all just bricks and not any of the new bespoke pieces.
They'll hurt all the same. I'll buy you new ones if you sacrifice them for cow.
No need. This is what this is all about. That's why I carry these.
Okay.
I hand them to you.
Yeah.
You just
Scatter that shit.
chuck a
Yes, I'm
scattering of
scattering that
Legos
shit.
in the hallway.
Mainly near like the stair, like where like the platform. Like if we step down a couple steps, I'll do some on the landway that we're on, just in
Sure.
case.
You got some iron, Rat?
Do I have some what?
Iron?
What do you mean?
A blaster, a Roscoe, a gun.
No. I've never held a gun before.
What are you, the Geek Squad?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we've been this whole.
I mean, I don't know. Charlotte's a pretty good shot.
Do you have lighter fluid or anything like that? Do you
Yeah, I
have...
got lighter fluid.
Okay. Do you have like the bottle?
Yeah?
Hand it over, please.
Oh god, you're not gonna start drinking, are you?
No, fuck you. Rat's gonna take the lighter fluid,
And
draw
hand it
out a
over.
couple of thin lines on the floor, and drop their cigarette on it, light it up.
Okay. You
It
drop
won't
a
last
couple of
forever, but
thin lines on the floor. It lights up. It illuminates the hallway now with this very orange glow. The darkness of the space is somewhat mitigated by that glow, at least for a few moments.
Great, now it
And-
really feels like we're in hell.
Over your earpieces, you all hear a feminine groan of agony.
Does that feminine groan sound familiar to us, or is it unknown?
I think
Do I have
for
to
you,
roll to know?
I think for you, you would assume that it is Olivia, but you don't. You have no way of confirming.
They're just playing with our minds. Everything's kosher. Just gotta keep going.
Everything's kosher, but Olivia may be dead.
No,
Kosher.
we just heard her. She's not dead. That's the whole point. Look, if we want to get out of here, we gotta get down here and do this. So let's focus on this. Olivia's fine. She's fine. She's doing great. You don't hear her talking? No, I don't think they can hear you, Olivia. Are your earpieces working correctly? I don't know. I'll check. I don't think they can hear you. Can you hear her? Okay, your earpieces are just fucked. It's cool. It's all good. Let's keep going. And I keep going.
You take a couple of steps, and you hear a different voice. Just a relatively simple. Masculine.
oh, I hate that so much more.
Starting to freak me out.
Into the radio, just go fuck yourself. Choke on whatever bile you bit up, fucking blood-sucking asshole. Just throwing the radio away
That's
and just gonna keep moving.
The
If
earpiece rips off of your ear. It doesn't hurt you, but it rips off because you weren't thinking about that in the moment.
Absolutely.
And it clatters in the hallway above. And at this point, firelight of those two thin strips has gone out.
Okay, we're walking. Careful steps, but also rush.
Speedy.
You hoof it down the stairs as quickly as you feel like you can muster. The floors are slippery. Not with blood or anything like that, but just old and grime and, all of that. You make it down to the next landing, or -2. Or, I guess, L2 is what it would be referred to as. The second lower level. As you venture there, you look down the hallway. One direction, much like the hallway above, is dark. Here, not even an exit sign exists, however. And then, in the other direction, very short end of the hallway, and there's a very large set of doors. And they're the old classic, steel halfway up, and then, wood with a very tiny window in each swinging door, pair of swinging doors. And as you look at them, you can't see through the glass part. It's all covered over with grime. But in both English and French, you see morgue on the doors.
Funny detail is that morgue's written the same way in French and in English.
And I was right.
That's so funny.
I was just thinking how it's kind of oddly interesting that, our destination is the morgue. You don't find that funny?
I mean, it makes logical sense for it to be here, so I wasn't really kind of thinking that it was funny, but in a morbid way, sure.
I mean, I'm sure we're fine.
Totally
Hey.
fine, just like Charlotte's fine. Oh, like Olivia's fine.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
If we bite the fucking big one, pleasure knowing you. I hope none of us get turned into whatever the fuck those are. And yeah, this was the most active I think I've ever felt in my life in terms of changing something, actually changing something. So,
Yeah.
thanks for that.
I appreciate you, midriff.
I am so cold right now, it's really deeply uncomfortable. Can we just go in the even colder morgue now that I have a fucking crop top on? I liked the Spinal Tap t-shirt, man.
They probably sell them same place they sell Foreigner t-shirts. We'll get you a new one.
Not a real band. We need to catch you up on movies.
Foreigner's a real band. The fuck are you talking about? They got like fucking 7 top 10 hits, man. Jeez.
Going in slowly. I'm not going to be a part of this.
Ava, as Charlotte moves to the double doors and starts to get ready to open them, you're like looking over your shoulder at your two arguing compatriots, and you happen to notice on the wall adjacent this like hole in the wall where part of the wall has just like fallen to pieces, revealing like the inside and such of the wall. And you see steam vent. You see a pipe labeled steam vent coming straight through.
Hey. You two, you're both pretty. Stop arguing. Steam vent.
Actual steam vent or fiber
This place
optic
is
cable
old.
steam vent?
You don't
I
know
mean, it's
what's
labeled.
inside of it, but the pipe is the same quality and caliber and diameter of pipe.
I touch it gingerly.
You touch the pipe gingerly.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Like
it,
an old lover.
Is it hot?
is it hot? Yeah.
It is not. It is in fact quite cold,
I knock on it with a knuckle.
very hot.
Does it sound hollow?
Yes. It has a little bit of an echo to it, so it's not entirely hollow. But it's not filled with steam, liquid, or anything as far as you can tell.
Do we think they're running cable through these?
Pop it. They were running cables through the other pipes just like this at the entrance of the outhouse, however.
I would if someone hadn't destroyed my fucking burner.
I didn't destroy it. You just didn't tell me how to use it.
And so you destroyed it.
Do we have any other way to get in? Is the burner usable at all?
Your torch has long since outlived its usefulness.
I mean, is it tin? Or is it like steel?
It's steel.
Right, so we can't shoot through it. Oh, let's keep going. Maybe we'll find some tools down the way. Wait, don't you have like one of those handheld devices that you can wave at it and it'll tell you if there's electrical activity?
Oh yeah, we do have that. While we're doing that, old people open the door first. Age before beauty and all that. Blah 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 blah. She goes to check to see.
I feel that you're being kind of mean. And I go and I open the door.
I'm just pointing out your wisdom. The most senior person who knows what's happening, you should go first. I'm too ditzy for that.
I put it this way. If you live to be my age, it means you survived today, so cut yourself.
And I'm trying to do that. How old is this man?
No.
He's not that old, actually. He just looks really young now.
I was going to say, isn't he like 38?
40.
Well, you said he's 60. He's actually like 32.
So for what it's worth, anything that you have from your kits will not be able to tell you anything through a half-inch thick of wrought steel pipe. So you go and move to the door, poking your head in and looking, or just
I got
barging right in?
Ready? No, I got my gun ready, and I will put an ear to it first, and then slowly open, cutting the pie with the gun.
You slowly peel to the side one of the swinging doors, revealing first room of a fairly small chamber of the morgue. There are fairly tarnished and rusted doors, some of them hanging slightly askew. For what it's worth, this room does have a couple of its ceiling lights flickering in illumination. There is a gurney off to one side that is strangely clean, and then another table on wheels that has an array of glass bottles on it and some soiled clothes of some kind, medical clothing upon it. And there's a door off to one side that looks like it leads into an office that there's no light coming from, but there's enough light from this room that kind of leads into it. And then there's another doorway in the other direction that heads into what appears to be where the examinations might have taken place. Quick glance in that direction will show basically a long, elongated room with just a full row of gurneys. Some of them covered in white cloth. No bodies or anything visible underneath those cloths that you can tell, but that's where the operating/examining space was.
Is there any obvious cableage in this room, or any wrought steel pipes, anything that we can see that, would point us in the direction of the servers?
Nothing that you can see at hand, no. If you would like to, all of you fully move into the room, or at least some of you anyway, move into the room and start investigating, you might be able to ascertain something else.
Jesse's good at that. Jesse is gonna look around, is gonna do a full top to bottom search, trying to be a little stealthy, but really focusing more on trying to just find any sort of computer system.
Same.
Okay. So the two of you then can go ahead and roll intelligence and investigation checks.
That's my best shit.
While they're doing that, Bleak, do you have anything in particular that Burn is doing at this moment?
Yeah, I think I think he's going to first and foremost just try and open the doors.
The doors where the
Slab
bodies would be
doors.
stored? Yeah.
Yeah.
So while they're investigating, we'll get to your results in a second. You walk over and you reach to open one up, and you can tell immediately that they are cold. Your hand gets within an inch of it, and you can feel the cold radiating off. You grab the handle, slide it, pop it out, and immediately, as you drift the door open, mist starts rolling out from this extremely well refrigerated space. There's a blue light that escapes the edges of the door as you slowly open it, glance inside, and you see on racks going all the way to the back of this elongated refrigeration chamber, bags of blood. Did you guys get in your investigation checks?
It's the snack bar.
I got 9 successes. I got 2 10s and then 5 regular successes.
Hell yeah.
No ones on the stress dice.
Fuck yeah. You are able to kind of figuratively, using your very, very astute intelligence, ascertain where it's likely that that pipe travels through. And you kind of figure out within the wall where it goes. And in the direction of the wall where the refrigerated bays, body bays, are. Somewhere in that direction is where it goes. And as you go over to investigate that space, before I give you the results of what you can find, I'm curious how all of you react to Burn's observation.
Found a mini bar.
I'm assuming not a regular mini bar.
You found bodies? You found
No, and I
people?
lift up a bag of blood. Found their supply.
They had bags just like that at the Cortex building.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ideal place to keep him chilled.
So many pictures. Straight to World Star.
My understanding is they don't usually like bagged blood. It's kind of like, eating a gas station sandwich instead of a nice Subway one.
Well, I'm assuming just like a gas station sandwich, most people won't really eat that unless
They really have
emergency. Yeah.
I'm going to keep opening the other ones and see if they all contain these. We're definitely putting this place down before we go.
You pop open another one, and I don't know if you're relieved to not see the rows of bags of blood, but whatever relief that you might have had in that moment is turning quickly to dismay as you see bags with severed hands, vacuum sealed.
Bags of blood I can understand. Like, It's
Sometimes
a
it's
juice box.
not even a full hand. Sometimes it's just an index finger or thumb.
Print recognition. Maybe it's, maybe when they were stealing or taking any of this, they needed personal identifying things like fingerprints. If they just need a hand or a thumb, a fingerprint.
Maybe.
I mean, what else is it? Punishment? And a trophy for later? Fuck you, you crossed us, we take a finger. They eat people.
Yeah, I mean,
There's gotta be something.
in all of my investigations and discoveries about them, I've never come across anything that would indicate that they specifically amass body parts. Oh shit, unless they're building a Frankenstein.
I'm also assuming maybe this is just going based off of my limited knowledge of cryptids and blah, 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 blah. Vampires do sometimes have connections to magic, and some forms of magic does kind of involve body parts. Typically, you want to do more animal stuff, but maybe for vampires, they like human body parts more.
Yeah, but Eye of Newt in like witches' recipes was mustard seed.
Yeah.
Animal parts were
Really?
vegetables. And yes, that's real. That's actually true.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
As you say
mustard seed.
that, Rat, you pop open another one of the doors, and you see very recently crafted bags of eyeballs.
Bags of what? Sorry.
Eyeballs.
That's thematic to what I was talking about.
And these ones actually have writing upon them. You perhaps glance at a little bit of it, and it's written in very, very horrible chicken scratch. Worse than a doctor's chicken scratch. Dates written upon bags. Locations. Cities from all over the world. And very important to that, you also note a few familiar names of businesses. None of the AEGIS ones, mind you, but many of the ones from your list. There's probably about 30 pairs of eyeballs here. All of them collected within the past 6 months.
This could be a retinal scanner thing, but this could also just be... Cortex gathered biometric data, right?
That was one of their tasks, yeah.
What are you getting at?
Just different layers of security to get into certain company safe houses, to get into document bays, to get into access to information.
So you're saying they're collecting these things like keys to get into places?
I mean, maybe. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
What are these names on this thing?
These are all different companies. Different spots.
Companies
None of them
owned by whom?
AEGIS,
By
but
the vampires?
I don't think so. No. But regardless of, whether or not the vampires own or maintain the companies, if they want access, if they want data, fingerprints, thumbprints, handprints, retinal scan. I mean, fuck. Unless these are basically packs of gushers.
Yeah, but if they own the companies, why do they need these things? That's what I don't understand.
I don't think they do. I think they're trying to.
So these are companies that they're targeting.
Maybe.
Are they companies that are associated with governments, with anyone in particular?
Are there any that come off as
Or I'll say
governmental?
that you recognize one that you know to be like a U.S. government contracting company.
Jesus, they have fucking BlackRock
Oh my god, not BlackRock.
here. Yeah.
And this place is more than even I suspected. I'm gonna quickly open the rest of the containers.
Yeah,
come
so Bleak Burn is able to open up several more bays of blood, which is what most of the space is blood. Jesse, on the far left, cracks open the middle one, starts to pull on the handle, and it sticks. And he has to give it a real tug, and as he gives it a real tug, the entire section of wall, meaning all 3 bays, pops open ever so slightly, revealing a hidden access door.
I found it. And Jesse is going to like foot up on the wall, pull with all of their strength, yank the access door open, immediately fly inside.
Are you sure about that?
I think they're a little blinded by the excitement of secret tunnel, but also just the prospect.
Perfect timing. I don't think they should come back.
They're not saying that out loud, but it's more of just the very excited. No, fuck no, just sprinting in. That'd be hilarious, but no.
So you leap into the chamber.
I really do think there is a real excitement towards finding this sort of secret passageway and thinking, this is it, this is the thing, this is going to bust it all wide the fuck open.
Your passageway ends very quickly as you like fling the heavy secret door open, which is mostly like concrete and steel, right? And it does not open easily. Like you have to put every ounce of strength that you have into it. And as you fling it open and hurl yourself into the space, you basically go about 6 feet in and run straight into a black glass wall. The sides around you are concrete, and above you there is an array of light that is not normal, like fluorescent light. It's almost like looking up at black light, and you see several different like lenses in the space above you. And because you did so well on your intelligence check earlier, I'm just going to give this to you. You recognize infrared emitters, like industrial strength, horrifically powerful infrared emitters. That if those infrared emitters turn on right now, you would get instantaneously sunburned.
Fried. Seeing that all excitement and color drains, they're bouncing back as hard as they can.
As they bounce back,
If they can.
Burn and Charlotte on the other side. I'm curious what your reaction is in that brief moment. Can't have a conversation, but like what's going on with the two of you as River does this?
I think she was setting up to upload the newer stuff onto the different things, and
so yeah, you're focusing on your phone. It has no bars.
She hears that shit and it's like, what?
You realize that your phone has no bars as well, and you're kind of like trying to figure that out. You're a little bit distracted. You glance up. What about Burn?
Burn's just like, no, wait a second, don't run.
And as you do that, a glass and steel door slams down from the wall in which River passed, trapping Rat in, for all intents and purposes, a very tiny rat's cage.
Oh Oh my God, Rat! You being named Rat just made the prophecy come true. No!
Rat cannot hear anything.
Oh no!
I think Burn's immediately gonna take his gun out and bang on that wall that just fell in front of him. You said it's glass and steel?
Yes.
I'm gonna bang on it to see if it's possible to crack it.
That and give me a strength and, I guess, melee.
This is
Why you
right.
gotta be like that?
Be happy.
Question. Do
Yes,
I
sir.
count successes from stress dice as successes?
Yes.
Okay. So I got 3 successes.
Okay. You slam the butt of your 1911 into the glass, and it leaves a mark.
Do I think if I actually could shoot it, it would shatter?
How familiar do you think Burn is with bulletproof glass?
I mean, I think he's probably familiar enough. So then I think
I'll
it
buy
probably
that.
wouldn't.
I'll buy that for a loony. Yeah.
Is there any way to safely do it without shooting Rat?
No.
I think Rat, even though Rat can't hear, seeing you with gun in hand has gone down into a crouch, has been panicking at their own stupidity and rashness for a moment. But
I go like this. Help me out, Charlotte. We're gonna go to that gurney that's there, and we're
Uh-huh.
gonna use it as a battering ram.
Okay.
All right. Burn and Charlotte begin to furiously try to bash in this door. What is Jesse doing?
Jesse has begun a brief panic attack, realizing their rashness and stupidity of just running into a secret door in a fucking vampire-infested lair. They are down in a ball. They're looking up at the infrared emitters, and they are trying to, they're even now they're still trying to piece out what this would be for.
It's to kill people.
Yes, but
Go ahead and roll a intelligence and technology check for me.
I like that a lot.
I thought you would.
Our Father with art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy
7,
kingdom
and the
come.
3 stress dice makes 10. Oh goddamn.
Is that a good goddamn?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sounds like a good goddamn. Did
It's a
any
good
ones
goddamn.
come up on your
2
despair
successes and a
dice?
10. No ones.
Okay. I think that Jesse would be able to understand very quickly that if there's any truth to vampires not liking sunlight, it means that they
Yes, it
also
is.
do not like extremely powerful ultraviolet light.
Yeah.
This is
punishment
this is a
chamber?
burn
Chill
chamber.
chamber? Yeah.
This is a burn chamber. And since you rolled so many successes, I will also say that you spot about halfway up the wall, right adjacent to the black glass other side, there is a electronic, basically palm print reader and a keypad.
Fuck. Didn't take any palms with me.
I mean, it's safe bet that none of the palms in the refrigerator
Would have worked. But there is a keypad. Just gonna start inputting combinations and just see if anything changes. If there is any sort of yes, no, maybe so.
Start
From
with 666.
Can't hear you, Burn.
can't hear you. 420, 69, 69, 13, 13,
666.
666, 1, 666, 2.
You start randomly putting this in. You're technology aware enough that this is not going to do
Shit.
shit. You do have your Geek Squad kit.
I do. Then I guess if it has like a faceplate, can I pull that off and try to fuck with some wiring in there?
You can perhaps try to pry through the plate that's over the keypad.
Then I would like to do that, yeah.
So go ahead and roll for me a strength and technology roll. Because there are no exposed screws or anything like that, so it's a matter of where you believe that the weak spot might be in your understanding of the structural integrity of how these things normally are.
Rat does not have a lot of strength. I'm going to use 2 Hunter's Marks to bump my pool up by 4 more dice.
Okay. I'll let you guys, Charlotte and Byrne, roll to try to break down the door in a minute, but I want to give Jesse an opportunity here to...
I'll use a Hunter's Mark for that as well.
5 successes, no 1s on the stress dice, but no successes on them either.
Okay. You are able to pry open a section of the keypad enough that you can get like one of the multi-tools into that section and pop off the entire keypad, exposing the electronics and everything in between. How good of a pen hacker is Jesse? Has pen testing ever been part of his repertoire?
I think, though, the majority of Jesse's work has been in coding, has been in hacking into computer systems rather than pin coding. I think there was a mean streak when they were with Azucena of, maybe trying to figure out how to bust into an ATM, trying to get a little extra cash. I think there is some experience, but not a lot. However, infiltration is just Jesse's happy place. So this is a calming moment for them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me I feel like in this moment it's composure. Composure and technology.
Also, what are we rolling for the battering
Nothing
ram
yet.
situation?
I'm letting River finish out this task first, because you might not have to roll anything as well.
Trying desperately not to fuck themselves over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes again. Yeah.
Okay. With 5 successes, you are able to basically reach what you believe to be is the power junction or the keypad, and you disrupt the signal just enough so that it acts like a power cycle. And whenever a system like this operates on a power cycle, there's always basically a resetting of the system, resets back to failsafes. And so as you are doing this, Byrne and Charlotte are like slamming this gurney into the door behind you. Every shake of it is like as you are struggling to get get access into the system until you finally hear this click and this there's this tiny momentary spark as you reset the power connection, and then that door starts sliding up, and then you hear this hissing sound as the other door cracks open ever so slightly.
God, I was fucking right. I just got too excited. I also assume the gurney slams into Rat's back as the other door opens.
I feel like they've got enough of handle on it. And actually, I'm going to say the gurney didn't even fit through the door. They wedge it into the space and are now going to have to crawl over.
Yeah, but as the secondary door opens up,
as it cracks open.
Oh, cracks open?
Yeah, you haven't opened it up entirely, giving you guys an opportunity here to roleplay a little before you open and reveal that.
Rat!
Okay, so that went poorly, but not poorly. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna hug you.
Yeah, Rat takes the hug. It's an awkward hug. It's there.
Don't do white people shit like that, please. It's so stressful.
I got excited. I found the
I
thing.
know, and that's why I say don't do white people shit.
It's in my nature.
I know.
Hey, Burn.
You right there, kid?
Why would... No, I'm not going to ask stupid questions. Have you ever seen a burn chamber before?
I don't know why this just popped into my head, but I swear that has to be what he used to call his bedroom when he was a teenager.
What Burn?
Oh my god.
The burn chamber.
Is that what it was?
There are enough infrared lights in here that would give me some third-degree sunburns. So
what you're saying is that's not the way in.
What I'm saying is that's a failsafe. What if, maybe somebody's not supposed to get in there, finds it. Somebody vampiric.
Is there a door that leads somewhere on the other side, or is it just a dead end?
I'm gonna try to peek through the cracked door on the other side now, and
you open it just ever so slightly, and you see the hint of telltale lights that would indicate to you a server room.
Ooh, I fucking got it. Rat's gonna push open the door. Found the motherload.
You push open the door, and you reveal not quite as perhaps refined as the server room from Cortex, but several rows, several dozen, maybe 50, 40, 48 in total racks of servers, each of them inside of their own independently chilled enclosures, wires strewn amongst all of them. The room itself is in some ways quite gross. There's a pungent odor of rat feces that comes, and I mean that in the four-legged variety sense, not the who might have been, shitting his pants while in that burn chamber. The
happened to me a few times.
The room itself is decently large, and there are several workstations that are connected to some of these different independent enclosures. The room is quite dark, and you can't see every corner and crevice of it, obviously, but I feel like to Rat, this is a gold mine.
This is a gold mine.
Is this what I think it is?
Yeah, I think it is. We found.
Let's get to work then.
City of El Dorado, and
is it safe to go through there? Did you just disable the?
I factory resetted this thing. Just gave a little power cycle. So,
the broil setting is off?
To my knowledge. I just tripped the wire. I just made sure it factory reset. With this door open, I think we're okay.
Well, let's jam something in this so it doesn't close up behind us. So Burn's gonna take the gurney and kind of wedge it in there, like flip it on its side and then kind of wedge it in to make sure that the door doesn't close on them.
For sure. You can absolutely, you mean for like the vertical door that trapped in? Yeah. You can absolutely wedge that in.
And then,
okay.
I've been waiting years for this, man. Just gonna step in there.
The three of you step into this chamber. It's as I described before. Now that you are all three like fully inside of it, it's important to note that there is a bit of a draft. You can't quite tell the source of that draft, but there's a bit of a draft. And the room is horrifying cold. Much like when you were in Cortex, you see the air, the vapors.
Yeah, this much stuff would run so hot. They would need to keep it really cool. Let's get to work. Let's get as much as we can off of this before we break it apart.
Jesse, as they start plugging in, starts to shiver, since I would like to remind the audience that their shirt was turned into a cunty little crop top.
Charlotte will see that and will offer, because Charlotte prepared for these colds, because she's a California girly, she has multiple layers, so she'll give one of the layers to Rat's like, hopefully this one fits.
Rat is such a twink, for lack of a better word. It's perfect.
Peach really suits you.
Thanks. Okay. I want to get in, and I want to get in bad.
Yeah.
You direct me. This is not my specialty, but I can definitely help with this. So just tell me what to do. Yeah.
Start going.
Okay. You step over to one of the workstations and start trying to hack in. I'm assuming that you pull out your laptop and your own kit and,
Yep. It is a full bespoke, setup.
As those two techie type nerd folk start trying to dig into things, what is Burn doing?
Well, joke's on you, because I have technology 4.
Fancy.
But so what he wants to do is he is going to start pulling some gear out of his bag. He wants to set up some surveillance equipment in here, because that's his thing is surveillance, right? So he wants to set up some surveillance equipment so that whoever comes in here after them, he gets to record or
Be creepy.
Yeah, so he's gonna start hiding some of that stuff in here. We got 4 or 5 minutes tops.
Okay. Go ahead, the two tech folk, go ahead and roll a composure and technology check, please, for the hacking.
Because this is an infiltration of the system, and I took it as a specialty, can I add that extra die? Or
Yeah,
should
absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
What are we
While they're
rolling?
doing that, Burn, you grab out a couple of your pieces of surveillance equipment. You start trying to figure out where you're going to put it and how you're going, because you can't get signals out of here. There is no signal. And so you start, because there's wires and cabling and stuff all throughout this room. So you start trying to figure out.
Check if there's anything I can tap, maybe.
Right, exactly. You start trying to figure out what you can tap into for power, what you can tap into for potential network out access, that sort of thing. Because there's plenty of network stuff. And as you spot a good location in the corner, you start walking over there, getting ready to set up your camera, and you notice that there's already a camera there. And the light on it is on.
2 minutes tops. And I'm just gonna reach up to the camera and just unplug it.
Okay.
What are we rolling for our tech checks again?
Composure and technology.
Also, does it change anything if I made a crit with the stress/despair dice?
It only matters if your despair dice come up once.
Solid. Then in that case, 8 successes. I got a big fat crit there, which helped out.
Great.
And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and no failures on the stress.
Wonderful. Burn, you are proceeding to set up your camera. The two of you are hacking. This is not a fast process. As much as you want it to be, a Hollywood movie, that's not how any of this works. Hacking takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a lot of experience. And thankfully, for at least one of you, you have a great deal of experience, and for the other, you have a good deal of motivation to get this done, we'll call it. And so the two of you working at your workstations are immediately able to start getting into some of the initial layers of the system and bypassing several points of security. I think in particular for Jesse, because Jesse was primary on, or secondary, however Olivia might determine it, on the hacking of the Cortex systems, you recognize some familiarity of the system. Whoever set up the Cortex systems had to have been intimately responsible for setting up similar infrastructure here in what you believe to be SHREKNet, or at least a node of SHREKNet. And so you start hacking away at things, and you see a lot of the same type of information that you had found before. And in a way, it almost feels like you're picking up where you left off from before as you start deep diving into stuff.
Speaking of picking up where we left off before,
yeah,
is there any way to either copy over or collect any of the same data from before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because that's, at this point, knowing how last time went and how we got booted off with remnants of a thing, Jesse is also trying to, I think, copy over as much relevant data as is physically possible.
Well, one of the things that also stands out to you is that there's too much data for you to copy. So you have to immediately start looking for a node out so that you can connect to the secure link that was set up for you before you left, right?
Right.
So you basically start looking for that node out. And as soon as you find that node, it disappears off of the network.
Fuck.
Ava, as River is, or I'm sorry, as Jesse is doing that, what is Charlotte looking for, do you think, in this data? What do you think is her target for information?
Her bread and butter is funny enough, cameras, social media, and religious stuff. So I don't know if she'll find camera related things here so much. So her main priorities are going to be...
We can just roll right off of that.
Okay.
So we'll roll straight into that as we give thanks to Pixies and Pins for throwing out the raid to us. Thanks so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Getting into the thick of our Hunter game here.
Sarah, thank you so much.
Batty Bards, hi.
Batty Bards is here with the follow. Thank you so much, Batty Bards. Welcome in. It is easy enough for you to find because it's among the most recent data that was added to the system. You find some video surveillance from Cortex, and you quickly scroll through a couple of thumbnails, and you see your face.
Deleting it.
You see hundreds of files of various cameras of your entire entry into Cortex, side by side with files that apparently someone has been accessing to identify you and your team. And you see preliminary profiles of you, where you're from, where you were born, your social security number, your parents' information.
She's gonna just do a quick, they know us, and she's gonna work to get that shit removed.
Okay. You start removing it. We're gonna cut back momentarily to you, River, as Jesse is desperately trying to get out through that node, and that node disappears off the network. What do you do?
Fuck.
I mean, burn is right there, but I wouldn't consider that a good option.
I'm gonna try to relay the information back out. I think we're being watched right fucking now, and this is really bad. They're cutting off access. I think I'm gonna try to find evidence of somebody else in the system shifting things around on us. Is there any sort of paper trail that they might have left? Any sort of This is coming from someone who has no tech savvy who has.
You're basically looking for other connections into the
dot.
system. 100%.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and give me another technology check. Instead of composure, I feel like this is going to be wits.
Okay.
Because you're attempting to outwit the other individual. And I'm going to do it as an opposed roll.
Oh, I like
as
that.
they attempt to outwit you.
Hell yeah. Try me, bitch.
I got 6 successes.
Fuck me.
You have some marks.
I do. However, I already just rolled one.
Still got willpower to be re-rolling dice.
Yeah. I'm gonna burn a willpower and re-roll 3.
Okay.
Oh, that's so much better.
Great.
That bumped me up to 7.
Okay. You will successfully manage to locate one of the processes where there's another user on the system. Their username is Sabbath42.
Okay. Why? Okay. I'm gonna boot them from the system. I'm going to try to remove them from any sort of meddling position.
You boot them off of the system.
Fuck yeah. And from there, and we're right back trying to find that note again.
You all hear Jesse say, fuck yeah, as Charlotte is attempting to delete as much as they possibly can. Bleak will cut back to you with Burn. You're just setting up the camera.
Yeah, I want to set up something to, try and capture whatever proof I can of these guys or get some photos or whatever. I'm not expecting much out of it, but this is what I do, so that's what I'm going to kind of set up.
I'm going to say, just for story's sake, that this is actually near enough to the doorway that you're able to hear the sound of metal grinding on metal, or metal grinding on stone.
Shh, guys. I think we got company. I'm going to peer out very carefully. Oh, hold on. I put on my anti-dominate glasses.
Real quick question for Miko.
Yeah.
I did not expect to do camera stuff, so I did not add my specialty of camera. Can I retroactively add those 2 dice for that?
It doesn't matter. You wouldn't have gotten anything more, so you're all good.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah. You glance out the door, Burn, and you see 2 dirty, grotesque individuals attempting to dislodge the gurney.
I am going to lean back in, look at the other 2.
I don't think that they're looking at you. I think in this moment, their heads down.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on the door, but I'm going to go over and I'm going to tap on I'm going to tap on Charlotte's shoulder.
Okay.
I pull out my gun and I show her my gun and I point to her gun.
Okay. She'll have the gun.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the door and we're gonna lean out at the same time and I'm gonna cab those 2 guys.
1 second. She's just making sure that everything, like the deletion is set to like auto just delete, just real quick. Okay, okay.
I am going to, sensing that it's kind of getting there, I'm going to pull my half law out of the bag and I'm going to tuck it in my belt at the back, and then I'm going to go on one side of the door and I'm going to direct Charlotte to the other side. I'm going to be like,
Yep.
Both of you count down and twist over and take a couple of shots. So these are kind of like reaction roll, kind of like they're rapid reaction shots, basically. So we're going to call these composure and firearms instead of dexterity and fire.
I am going to spend one of my hunter's marks.
Okay.
I'm also spending a hunter's mark.
Oh, sick. Crit. Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet business.
I'm honestly a little disturbed at how, of all the ways this is going, this is pretty good.
Oh, don't worry.
Bad.
Something
Don't worry.
might be about to happen.
Why did you say something?
Because I am very excited to watch us all burn to death when this building goes up in flames. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Just, it's fine.
3 regular success and then crit, the 2 crit dice.
Excellent. And what did you get, Bleak?
With my crit, 9 successes.
Excellent. And none of you got any ones in your despair dice, correct?
Nope. I got 6s, 8s, and a 3 on my.
I keep rolling 2s and it stresses me to fuck out.
Yes. You lean in. Hey, Bradley's back in the chat, dropping some bits. Thanks, Bradley.
Bradley.
You both just twist over on that count of 3, unload some bullets. There's flashes of light in the darkened space from the muzzles of your firearms as you just let loose. You see the 2 figures that were attempting to dislodge the gurney fall backwards as your bullets cause more sparks and ricocheting throughout the space. And as they fall backwards and you both stop firing, you both feel that high, that elation, that adrenaline rush from having done this, and materializing in the space in front of you appears this figure. A figure that is familiar to at least some of you, but not to Burn.
No, I don't.
I need for both of you.
Have I seen him before?
No.
Like, okay.
I need for both of you to please roll 1d10 and just tell me the number.
Three.
Burn.
8.
Charlotte. Your larger weapon proves to be detrimental to you, as one hand goes on to the weapon and the other hand goes on to your puffy jacket, and you are yanked from the space in which you stand and thrown over this figure's shoulder back into the morgue room, clattering your body against the gurney that had been wedged, dislodging that as you are flung into that room, and this creature lunges after you, leaping on top of you. I'm assuming that you would attempt to fight back.
Yes! Yes, of course! Words.
You can do this.
Please roll for me a strength plus brawl. Also, for what it's worth, the danger level has escalated before.
Yeah.
This level has been escalated, yay!
So you get to roll 4 of your despair dice.
Ready. Okay.
And don't worry, Burn, we'll get to you in a second.
So no failures on the stress. So, you said composure and brawl?
No, strength and brawl.
Oh, strength and brawl. Okay, sorry. Marks for that.
Are you going to use any of your hunter's marks?
Yes, I am.
How many?
Two.
All right. That'll leave you with 1.
I know. That's a crit. 5 and then 2 crits. Like the 2 crit dice.
Yep. I would like to have you narrate this moment, and I don't want to take anything away from you in your efforts to attempt to harm this creature. But it is worth remembering that you are only human. So please, Ava, if you could describe for me what it is like as this figure leaps on top of Charlotte. She attempts to fight him off.
When people look at Charlotte, they know her to kind of talk shit about the faith, kind of talk back to her father. But once you get to know her, one of the core things about her is that her faith led her to what she does. It was faith that led her to magic, was faith that led her to the unknown. So of course, she dedicates a lot of herself to her faith. She doesn't advertise it, but she keeps a rosary because it looks nice and it gives her comfort. She says the Lord's Prayer, and she likes to hum, lift every voice and sing. While she was working on deleting the footage, she was just humming that in the back of her mind, trying to keep calm. And I think in this moment where she's trying to use the gun to block, to hit, just trying to shift her way out, she is just thinking in the back of her mind, her mother speaking in tongues, her podcast friend Alex sitting and like being riveted by her talking, and her dad's booming voice as he gets to the crescendo of his sermons, and how as much as she butted heads with him, she is a reverend's daughter at the end of the day. And she's just hoping against all hopes that she did enough to be seen as good.
It is with that single voice of her reverend's father's sermon that she hears strongly in her ears, strongly in her mind. Everything goes dark. Burn, you see this figure with horrific speed, supernatural strength, fling Charlotte like a rag doll. She clatters into that room, morgue room, that room of death, landing upon the ground, and this thing hurls itself on top of her. And with every ounce of strength that she could possibly muster, attempts to fight it off. And all you can hear is a momentary scream, and then silence as it snaps her neck. How do you react?
Well, I think that definitely, first of all, Burn knows enough about these creatures to not have any illusions about what's happened to Charlotte, and he doesn't want to take the chance of her getting turned by one of these things, because he doesn't know exactly how that works, and he doesn't understand if she could still be turned, etc. And all he remembers that she didn't want to be a Nosferatu. And so he's going to pull the Hafla out of his bag, out of his belt. He's going to crack the seal and push that one shot that he's got into that barrel. And he's going to step out. He's going to think of something funny to say, but he's not going to say it because it's not the time. And he's just going to point that tube at the back of that thing, and he's just going to crack it open and fire it. And what a Hafla is, it's about the size of a large flashlight, and it shoots a projectile that detonates in a large cloud of fiercely burning material. And it's going to strike the target if I hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So I'm going to take my firearms and my dexterity and take the stress dice.
I have a question for you, though. Do you think this is dexterity or composure?
It's the same stat. I have 2 in each.
We're going to call it composure then.
Okay. I'm also going to use 1 advantage.
Only 1? You have a bunch.
Did we get more?
You have 4.
Well then, in honor of Charlotte,
and
take 2
Bradley.
advantages.
With Bradley's gratitude.
Right. So, it's going to get ugly before it gets good looking. All right. So I have 8 successes.
It didn't. It had no. It has no reason to think that you are doing anything that could harm it. It is busily slaying Charlotte. I don't think it defends.
It takes 3 aggravated damage as this fireball explodes on it, and it's going to take 3 aggravated damage per round until it is completely submerged in water.
No. It takes more than 3, as you also add 1 for every success that you got over its defense.
Oh, well then.
So, correct me my math here, but I believe that's 11 aggravated damage.
Burn, baby, burn.
What does this look like as you incinerate not only this, but you also fill the entire room?
Yeah, which was his
flame.
goal. Like, he wanted to burn Charlotte's body so that she didn't get turned. So this thing, I imagine, looks kind of like a large Roman candle. It fires off this kind of, flare kind of projectile that as soon as it hits, it explodes in this ginormous, all-enveloping white phosphorus fireball that envelops him with a number of successes and envelops Charlotte's body also. And this bright, brilliant light just explodes in this dark morgue room. And because it's so enclosed and whatnot, this explosion probably reverberates off the wall and slams back in and just does this massive amount of fire damage.
Burn staggers back into the chamber that is between the morgue and the server room. And as he's like blinded and staggers back, I'm going to cut back to Jesse for a moment. In the moments before this explosion and firearms and such happens, we've got an additional scene element here for you. As you are booting Sabbath 42 off of the system, and hell yeah, and getting right back in and locating another node, the camera on your laptop lights up. and in the corner of the screen, you see a video feed from a man. A relatively normal, human-looking man. Older, bald, glasses, tie, very disheveled. Feel like River... I feel like Rat would immediately recognize someone that they're an admin, like a systems administrator, because no one else knows the shit that they know. Like their code, their technology that they work with isn't taught anymore, right? Like their legacy. And so this figure kind of pops up on the camera, and you hear their voice come through the speakers as they say, "Come on, man. What are you doing here? You really doing this to me?
Fuck you.
Really think that I'm going to let you get any deeper into the system?
Fuck you."
Guess I shouldn't expect any more of your generation than that.
Yeah. Look, listen here, you old fucking boomer, you fucking fart. You can go choke on the piss and blood that you drink. I will get this.
I mean, I drink blood every now and then, but I don't drink piss. Come on, dude.
I don't know. Your breath smells like you do, bud.
It's a computer screen. You can't smell my breath.
Do you think I care? I'm fucking getting in your head, asshole. Still going whole time.
Heavy sigh. I need for you to do an opposed technology check, please.
Gladly. Technology intelligence, technology wits.
I feel like in this moment it is wits, as you are trying to outwit him. Yeah. I'll go ahead and roll first so that you can decide how many how many marks you want to use. So just give me a sec.
Try me.
You got 5.
I have a lot of dice. Oh. Well, I have a lot. So for fun, I'll use one hunter's mark.
Don't forget, also you're at 4 on the despair dice.
I'm at 4. Oh, wow. Okay. I have so many dice.
We're turning into emos. There's so much despair.
There's just a lot of despair going on. Okay.
I mean, it's danger. The danger level has increased to 4, and you are desperately trying to not succumb to despair, which is why you're rolling said despair die.
I'm so depressed, I'm dead.
I think Byrne was starting to like Charlotte. He's really depressed now that Charlotte's gone.
BC doesn't have to smell her perfume anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Okay. So you have 2 options. You can either boot him off of your system, which he has obviously infiltrated, or you can go for data.
His.
Like, you can either go for data, or you can boot him off of your system. Your choice.
If I don't boot him off of mine, there's a chance that he takes shit down that I'm trying to get, but also how many opportunities am I going to get to scrub? I'll let this old man heckle me for a little longer. I mean,
it feels like you're the one doing the heckling here, let's be honest.
Very true. I'll let this old man cry about me heckling him.
Sure.
And I'm just going to scrape as much as I can.
Okay. I'm going to give you 3 pieces of information here from this portion of your hack. First, you come across, and we are kind of abstracting this a little bit, and so we're going to be a little bit timey-wimey because some of this would take you a minute to digest, right? So, suspension of disbelief here. You find the minutes of a meeting referred to as the Carcassonne Accord. Secret meeting with a bunch of names that you don't know hell or high water from. Names like Ventru, Toreador, Bruja, all of these sorts of things. something about in these minutes there's intel on some Sabbat, whatever that means, incursions on the East End. The Nosferatu apparently suspecting that there is a high-placed traitor somewhere in the city. There's also a different file that has something referred to as the Ashen Pyramid, but there's no explanation. It's just a bunch of very heavily redacted documents, except on every single one of the pages there are the words Lis Noir. That is not redacted. And then
L-S Noir?
L-Y-S Noir.
L-Y-S Noir.
Lise Noir, I think is how it would be. And then you also spot a law enforcement alert, something called the Old Semiche, evidence of movement in the city, and then there's a series of pictures, like crime scene pictures, that just massive amounts of bodies in horrifying positions and like reshaped, and like parts of one body added to another and put into a pose. Just this horrific like body horror style crime scene photos mixed with that little tidbit.
Jesus fucking Christ, they do Frankenstein people.
And that's when the explosion fire happens.
Yep. And I think the first thing is just the heat from the severe cold of the server room to the insane napalm heat of that firing off. That's immediately what's noticed before any sound.
And that happens like out of the corner of your eye. You glance over and you see Burn like staggering back, just completely. You don't see Burn, you see the silhouette of Burn, because the bright white light coming from the other side, as Burn like staggers into that midway chamber, and you're like disoriented from it too for a moment, and Burn. So as you stagger back from that, and you're like covering your eyes and like wiping them, lifting your mind control blocking glasses, like wiping your eyes, you pull your glasses down and do this, and as soon as you open your eyes, all you see is like gray and just like having a hard time blinking through things, and then slowly you see a shape in front of you, and you're blinking and blinking and wiping your eyes, and you're just standing there. You're in this chamber in between, and slowly as your vision appears or coalesces, you see a figure standing in front of you. A man, probably by all appearance about your age, with these eyes that look like they could pierce your fucking soul. The hood kind of gathered around their face, and you swear you see tentacle-like or snake-like movements under the edges of the cowl from their hair. What do you do as this figure stands there in front of you, looking at you as if ready to judge?
Goddamn sysadmin. There's a keypad here that controls the door, right?
There is a keypad there that controls the door.
Oh my god.
I'm no code breaker like Jesse, but I'm gonna reach for that thing, and I'm just gonna start slamming buttons and hope that it does something.
Because I love this, I think you just elbow it.
Yeah.
You just, bam, crack your elbow straight into it. And as you do, because the gurney had been kicked aside by Charlotte's flying body, the glass door behind you swings shut, latches, and the steel and bulletproof glass door from the other side slams shut. There you stand in this room. This. Do you want to call it burn chamber. I lost Bleak.
Am I in the telephone booth of death?
Yes. What do you do as you are trapped in this room?
I turn and I knock on the door to where Jesse is. Can you open the door?
Can I?
You don't hear anything.
Oh,
The chamber is full soundproof. You also technically can't see anything because it's the black glass. I think you might hear like a muffled reverberation from the knocking, and that's about it. And so, Burn, behind you, you hear, no, he can't.
I think Burn reaches into his pocket and pulls out a cigarette. Brings it up to his lips. Flicks on his lighter.
There's a slight recoiling from the lighter.
You know what, though, buddy? I mean, sucks that you're gonna kill me and all, but I was right. I was fucking right. And my buddy's in there, and they are going to blow your entire fucking thing into nothingness. So,
as you do that, he just kind of chuckles a little bit, and the cigarette's still hanging out of your mouth. So he reaches out one hand and snatches up your lighter, and he holds the flame to the tip of the cigarette.
Take a puff.
He very cautiously flips the lid shut on the lighter. And he, reaches out and puts it into the inside pocket of your jacket and kind of brings his hand together and pats your chest gently.
Miko, do I have any idea how the infrared lights could be kicked on?
I mean, maybe when the keypad was not caved in. There's some, as you have this thought, there's a couple of sparks that pop out from the keypad.
You're gonna die. I might as well die in a suntan booth.
He chuckles and looks up at the ceiling, looks back at you. Doesn't have to be death.
I headbutt him in the face.
Absolutely. You want to roll for it? It's up to you.
I'll just blow the rest of my fate point and my hunter's mark to just crack his nose.
Oh, okay, perfect. I don't know how many you've got, but I think you've got a lot. You've got several at least. So, yeah, you blow your remaining marks, reel back, slam your forehead into his face. You start bleeding from the crack in your skull that you create.
God damn it.
Because of how much that hurts. And as the blood is coursing down your one eye, if part of your face is obscured, you look at this figure and you see his nose is crooked, and you see a bit of blood coming out of it and dripping down into his mouth. He just laughs. and the fangs grow, and River, we come back to you as Jesse hears this thud, this slam against the glass door, and just this violence that occurs on the other side of it.
Do I, with access to this system, have any access to that system?
You want to try?
I would like to.
Go ahead and roll a technology check for me. This will be intelligence-based.
Okay. And then 4 stress dice on top of that, right?
5 now.
Oh my god. Well, I'm rolling so
And for
many
what it's
dice.
worth, you have 8 marks.
Well, I'm already rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dice. So I feel comfortable.
Do it anyway, bitch. Do it anyway.
I'll burn 2 more. 2 more marks.
Go for it.
Really, because I only have 1 die after that. I can't hold all of these. Oh my god. Okay.
I love it when my players say that.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Just to start, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 normal successes. And then two pairs of crits, 2 10s. 4 10s, more accurately.
Yeah. You absolutely can pull it up.
A lot. I'm lighting up that fucking room like a goddamn powder keg. I'm sorry, Burn. There is a moment hearing this violence and moving through the system, and the first thought is, can I get in there? The second thought is just... Fuck, I'm sorry, Burn. God, I
As
hope
you
you're
say that,
already
you
dead.
press enter on the keyboard, and you see the black glass cannot hide what is happening on the inside. The full illumination of that chamber, of this artificial sunlight, effectively incinerating everything in that chamber. You glance back at your keyboard, your computer, and you realize that you haven't kicked off the reconnect from Sabbath 42. You still see their camera. Oop, wrong one.
What?
You still see their camera, and they are furiously tapping away at a keyboard. And underneath of that portion of the interface where you activated the UV security system, you see another one. Death root. And then you see a timer kick on, 5 minutes, and counting down. And then you are kicked off of that mode.
Death root, 5 minutes.
And you hear a whine start in the ceiling above you.
Can I see what it might be? What?
No, it's
Okay.
buried into the ceiling.
Okay.
The figure says, "Well, kid, you got 5 minutes. What do you want to do with your last 5 minutes of breathing?"
Do I still have access to an outer node? Can I get any of this information out?
Not yet. But you can try.
I don't care how long it'd take. As long as it's less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, you do care a little bit
I care
about how long it will take.
I care a little bit about how long it'll take. I don't care about how long it'll take for me to do it and then leave.
Go ahead and roll one final technology check for me, and let's see what happens.
I'm gonna use 2 hunter's marks again because
You
so
have
many
6.
dice. Hold on, I need to get more dice then.
No, you don't need to.
2. Yeah.
How many? Tell me how many.
Die anyway.
Tell me how many total
I'm
dice you
wrong
would be
about.
rolling.
It would be a lot. I would already be rolling 4 for intelligence, 3 for technology, 1 more for infiltration, and then the 5 stress dice, 2, 4 for the first 2, and then 6, 8, 10, 12. I'd be rolling a lot of dice.
You have more than double the amount of dice that this ghoul, this legacy admin, has. So you will automatically succeed at it.
Yeah.
With that success comes a couple of things. The first is you get some additional information. There are logs that this man, who, just for funsies, I'm going to say you end up finding out his name is Loic, that he was actively analyzing some logs of another hack against some other computer system, trying to locate the source of that hack. And you realize in those logs there's a couple of telltale things that remind you of AEGIS hacking protocols. And they were hacking some kind of system where they accessed blueprints for some kind of edifice in Vienna. With that, there is also, amongst this data that you find, a profile for a man that you are familiar with. And it has the AEGIS logo next to his picture. District Manager Simeon Oliver, with notes, actively courting politicians across North America. Seems to be a power player, high up within his organization. Likes Werther's originals. And deceased. This is a man that you spoke to a day before this mission started. This file is labeled from a month ago. You don't really know what to make of that in this moment, but you don't have a ton of time to think about it. The realization dawns on you, you can't copy this data out fast enough. You won't have that kind of time. But maybe you could get the keys out? SHREKNet is not this one node. SHREKNet is distributed across dozens of nodes throughout the world. Maybe all you need to do is get the keys to the castle uploaded to your secure link. Maybe that will be enough. What do you do in these final minutes of life, Jesse?
Trying to get the keys out, trying to get as much information out as possible, trying to get everything to the secured link. Is Loic still on my screen?
Yeah. He's typing away at things. It seems like he's trying to figure out exactly what you're doing. He's accessing the same data nodes that you're accessing, stuff like that.
Hey, Loic. That's your name, right? Loic? Sabbath 42.
Yeah, man. What's your name? Should I just call you Rat? What your profile says.
No, Rat's what my friends call me.
Oh.
You can call me Jesse.
Is that what Asusena would call you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fair enough. What's up, man?
Before I die, whatever the fuck explodes in here or lights a fire or
Oh, it'll be
whatever.
quick. Don't worry, man. It'll be quick. You won't suffer.
As fruitless as this was, or might have been, feels good to fuck you over.
I get that.
Feels good to say that I did something. Still uploading as much of the keys to this information as physically possible.
It only takes like a minute to upload,
Oh.
like not like seconds to upload the keys. So
Then
you're
perfect.
basically just buying time right now while you're accessing that system. That's what you're doing with this conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Burns' stuff still in here?
Yeah.
True enough. Then is there anything of weight? I'm not expecting a sledgehammer or a crowbar, but even just a big, loose pipe.
We'll say that there's a power supply sitting at your feet from something that recently got swapped out.
Perfect. I'm gonna pick it up. Jesse keeps talking to Loic, keeps him on the line for a little bit.
Come on, man.
until
Don't
he's-
hurt yourself with that.
No,
It'll be a lot slower if you do it that way.
no. You fucking idiot. No, I don't care if it does nothing. But at the very least, I'm gonna break some of this shit and start throwing the power supply into the servers, start breaking as much as physically possible. They're not a strong person.
Yeah, man. As you're doing this,
care,
Loic is like, yeah, fuck yeah, nail that shit, man. You do it.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you fucking...
I've been around a while, man. It's all right. Get it out. I appreciate that
Why are you encouraging me?
because I want you to feel like you can do something. I don't want you to feel bad in your last 1 minute and 12 seconds. You got it, dude. Keep going.
What is this? Are you a vampire? Why don't you look like that guy?
Fuck no, man. Fuck no. I can't do that. I'm too old for that shit, man. Not my bag. I mean, some of the perks are pretty nice of, what I got, and good enough for me. But, I don't know. I've been doing this a while. And, you know what? You had a good game, kid. You had a good game.
For the rest of the time being just thrown by how nice this old man is, Jesse just puts their head down and continues to get as much information out as possible. As many names, as many copied files, as many keys. Hopefully Loic's name, social security number, any personal information about him, any other personal information that they can find.
You furiously struggle away, getting as much information out into your secure node as you can. More importantly, you got keys out. And if there's stuff elsewhere, hopefully whoever's monitoring that node can use it to get into the rest of whatever fucking SHREKNet is. And then Loic chimes in and says, hey, you got about 8 seconds left. Just want you to know. Didn't mean anything by the Asuzena dig. We won't go after it.
Eat my fucking
And that's when
dirtbag. Yeah.
And that's when the room just fucking explodes in a violent fireball of white and flame, and Jesse ends. That, my friends, where we conclude Hunter Blood Drive.